Okay, I want to kind of go over the defining range and how it went for this Q2 in August. Now, once you're in Q2 for a month, you have the defining range for the month. So you have your monthly targets, and that is generated from the price action in this first box. I have some indicators that help me kind of avoid needing to draw out the defining range, and it also allows me to set alerts, which is quite nice, so I can know when to take profit or when reversals might happen. You can get access to the defining range indicators in the comments below. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. But let's kind of see how the defining range did. Now you can make them manually, and that's fine. And I have another video that shows how to draw out the defining range. But I kind of like to avoid having to draw it, because sometimes you can't really draw on all the assets, and it's good to know when one asset has hit the targets and one hasn't. Okay, so let's progress through and see how it went. All right, we're seeing that we're kind of bullish, or very bullish, and we're on our way to hit some targets. And this is only on Tuesday, so that's pretty early in the week. So you might want to expect price to fizzle out or to reverse if it hits so early. We have ES doing our first weekly range hit, and the week's range is defined by this price action on Monday. So the last 2/3 of price action for Monday, which is Q1. And we got ES to hit. The others haven't yet. NQ is very close. All right, so NQ hit it. Now at this point, I did alert on X and in my Discord that that's basically a time to take profit. Leave runners. Price can fizzle out or reverse there, especially that it's early in the week. Let's keep going, see how we did. Now we have some bearish SMT. If you see here, we have YM hitting above and NQ not. NQ showing weakness. Let's keep going. YM, all of them have hit the week's range, defining range high target, the bullish target. All right, keep going. We have some bullish SMT. YM again showing strength, and right here, YM is making a higher high. Now also we're showing some bearish SMT here too, with YM making that higher high. NQ still showing to be weaker. Keep going. Now at this point, we're almost hitting the month's high for YM. It's very extended. At that point, you definitely want to be taking profits even on your runners. And let's keep moving forward. NQ is still showing weakness. So as you can see, we have now ES making a higher high and NQ continuing to fail to do so. NQ is showing to be the weakest, which is kind of rare. YM typically is the weakest of all the three indexes historically. Week to week, you'll notice that. Now it's very strange for YM to pump like that over NQ, but let's keep moving forward. Okay, and basically that is it. We see that NQ hit target and then fizzled out. ES hit target, made some bearish SMT, also fizzled out. YM being the strongest, hit its month high and then fizzled out. So with this indicator, it's nice. You can use the replay mode and backtest how prior months and prior weeks have reacted to the defining range and hit targets or not hit targets. And it's kind of nice to not need to draw it out all the time and to be able to get alerts. So to get alerts, you would on the indicator hit the alerts button, select the condition, and you could be alerted when any of the line items get hit for the month or any of the line items get hit for the week. And also have an intraday defining range target that I'm not showing here, but also that could be an alert too for intraday price action. If you've hit highs, lows, if you're expecting to buy some dips, you can alert when the lows are hit, or if you want to take profits, you can alert if the lows are hit. If you say you're in a bearish position or bullish position. And yeah, so that's some information about the defining range, and hopefully backtest this, because as you can see, pretty dang accurate. Price fizzled out after hitting targets. That is pretty normal, and YM being very extended and great to take all your profit off your runners, and then it fizzled out. So I find it very useful. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments or join us in the Discord, and I can answer some questions there. But this is definitely a W for the quarterly theory defining range in my book. I think it's pretty awesome, and hopefully you do too, and maybe it can help your trading. Thanks so much for watching. If you can subscribe, follow me on X. I'm at GGX Trades on X, and I'd be happy to answer your questions and help you out if you have some questions on the quarterly theory defining range. Hope this helps, and have a great weekend and an amazing August trading month. Take care.